Okay, so today I'm going to show you kappa squared value. Baru 18 orang ni. Saya mutekan dulu yang mana dia punya tu itu saya mutekan dulu. Yang mana dia punya tu okey, saya tak mute lah. Okay. So to get the value to calculate the kappa square in which we are going to use the software the web the built-in software available through the website. Okay, so before we are able to determine the value of kappa squared, we need to determine all these values first. Okay, which is the value of variance of x, m, y, covariance of xy, xm, my, and beta of x on m and beta of m on y. So I thought the values for the number 7 and 8 we already got it. Okay, from the data set. Okay, so to get the variance of x, m, and y ni, okay, so we can run the analysis all together. Okay, to do the analysis to get the value, okay, for the variance of x, m, and y, okay, on your IBM SPSS interface, you click analyze descriptive statistics and descriptive. Okay, analyze descriptive statistics and descriptive. Okay, okay, and then next. After that, after this descriptive box appear, you select the 3 variables in your framework. Okay, social network as our mediator. Okay, PB as our dependent variable, and task oriented copy mean as our independent variable. Okay, and then after that, you click option. Okay, click option. Okay, under option, you tick for variance. Okay, under option, ticks for variance. Okay, and then click continue. Okay, after that, click continue. And then click OK. Okay, so this is the value for the variance value for social network, PB, and TOC. Okay. So these are the values. Okay. So we take note. So the value here, the variance of x will be equal to 0.25, variance of m equals to 0.251, and variance of y equals to 0.29. Okay, everybody got similar values?
Yes, doctor, yeah.
Okay. So far so good?
Yeah, great.
Okay. So next is value covariance of xy, covariance of xm, and covariance of my. So to get the value of covariance of xy, the first step is you click analyze, regression, and linear. Analyze, regression, and linear. Okay, and then after that, okay, after this box appear, you locate the PB mean as your dependent variable, and then TOC mean as your independent variable. Okay, you locate these 2 variables under their respective functions, and then click statistics. Okay, under statistics, you check for covariance metric. Under this this box, you tick for covariance metric and then click continue. Okay, and then lastly, click OK. Okay, so this is the value for the covariance value for covariance of x on m. Okay, covariance x on m.
Doctor, can you repeat it slowly?
Repeat again.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, from here, from here.
From here. Yeah.
Okay, after you locate your variables, okay, and then you click statistics. Okay, click statistics. Okay, and then after that, after the statistic box appear, tick for covariance metric. Tick for covariance metric.
Okay.
Okay, Lubna, can you mute your microphone?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, and then after that, after you click for covariance metric and then you click continue. Okay, and then click OK. Click OK here. Okay, and then you will get the value for the covariance here. For covariance of X, Y. X for our IV, Y for our DV, which is the PV mean. Okay, so the value is 0.003322. So in here, we just take note for our value. Yeah, this one. Okay, so the covariance of X, Y. Okay, so everybody got the similar value? Ada yang tak dapat? Salim, are you okay? Madiha, saya sebut nama yang
Yes, Doktor.
Dia punya
Doktor.
apa dia? Saya nak tanya apa? Dia punya decimal places is not similar, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you want to make sure that you have the similar decimal places like mine, okay, you just double click on that box, then you increase the decimal places. Itu dia bundakan sahaja. Okay, dia mungkin on your screen perhaps it just appear as 0.0033 perhaps. Up to 4 decimal places, but mine I increase to 6 to get a more precise value. Okay? Okay. Sebenarnya value sama kan? Cuma the difference is maybe in terms of the number of dia punya decimal places lah. Okay? Okay. So now we are done for covariance of XY. Okay, now to get the covariance of XM, okay, we just need to repeat the similar step as earlier. Okay, you need to click the analyze, click regression and click linear. Analyze, regression, linear. Okay, and then after that, okay, now earlier we locate PB as our dependent variable. Now we change our dependent variable into social network because now we are going to look for the covariance of X on M. Okay, so we change the DV to social network. Okay, but the independent remain. Okay, then click statistics. Click statistic and then check for covariance metric. Check for this one. Okay, and then click continue. Okay, and then click OK. So this is the covariance for X on M. Okay, anybody has any problem? Ajim okay?
Doctor,
Cuma dia dah bundakan.
Again Ajim?
Okay, tapi dia dah bunda siap-siap. Jadi my covariance for TOC mean is 0.003.
Okay, yes, correct. Dia akan jadi 0.003. Ya, Lubna?
the amount, the number is 0.0056, not the same of your result.
0.00.6?
0.6. When I double click on the decimal, it was 0.0056.
So meaning that something wrong when you come out with the mean value. Okay,
Oh.
so hopefully everybody got similar value lah. Okay,
Okay,
0.02705. Yes.
Okay.
Everybody or else okay, you might get the value 0.003. 0.003 because it is already round out to the closer value. Okay? Because in my case I increased to 6 decimal places. Okay? Okay, so this is the covariance of X on M. Okay, and yeah.
Faizah, sorry. Covariance tu kalau kita letak 0.003, any issue?
Boleh, tak ada masalah. Okay, value dia lebih kurang je. You can round out. This one I just want to show you the details lah kat belakang. So it's okay if let's say you round out to the close value should be okay. Okay. Okay, and then next one is we are going to get the value for covariance of M on Y. Okay, the steps are similar. Okay, we click analyze, regression and linear. analyze, regression and linear. Okay, after this linear regression box appear, now you locate the dependent variable as PB mean, okay, because it is Y. Okay, and then now independent we change from earlier as TOC mean to social network mean. Okay, so add M on Y, M mediator and Y dependent variable. So again, click statistics and then tick for covariance matrix and then click continue. Okay, and then tick for covariance matrix, click continue and then click OK. So this is the covariance value of M on Y. Okay, any problem? Okay lah sebab apa tu step dia sama. Okay, so the value for covariance of M on Y is 0.00. Perhaps you might also get the 0.003 after you round out to the closer value. Okay, so mine because I took the up to the 6 decimal places, so it is 0.002725. Okay. Okay, and then for beta of X on M, in which the A part, alpha part and beta of M on Y referring to beta part. Okay, we already got it from the from the result that we obtained earlier. Okay, so now we are ready because we already get all the necessary values. So what we need to do next is we just need to go to the website. Okay, you need to go to this website. Okay, stacksmyresearchsurvey.com and kappa squared this one. Okay, just go to this website. Okay, go to the website. Please let me know once you're ready. Ready? Syawal okay?
Ya, betul.
Okay.
Okay.
Saya sebut nama yang terpampang kat sini je tau. Yang lain jangan terasa hati. Saya nampak, saya tunjuk yang mana nampak muka. Panggil nama kan kadang terasa hati pula saya tak panggil pula dalam kelas. Please let me know once you're ready Ajim dah ready tu. Okay. So once you open the website, okay, you just need to plug in the value. Okay, the variance of X which is 0.25. Yang ni saya tak nampak lah pula ni. Sekejap. Nak kena gerakkan benda ni. Okay. Okay, so the variance of X is 0.25. You just insert the value. Okay, just insert the value. Okay, variance of X 0.25, variance of M 0.251, variance of Y 0.29 Hilang pula benda ni keluar ni Tak tahu macam mana nak remove dia ni. Okay, so variance of Y equals to 0.29. Okay, covariance of XY, you can insert 0.0033 or 0.003 only. It's possible. Okay, and then covariance of XM, 0.003. You can insert that value as well. No worries. Okay, and then covariance of MY, 0.003 as well. Sama. Value dia tak sama sebenarnya, tapi after we round out to the closer value, it give us the similar value. Okay, after bila kita dah bundakan. Okay, and then beta of X on M equals to 0.447. This one I took it directly from the output that we obtained earlier. 0.4474. And then beta of M on Y 0.5003. Okay, done. Okay, and then calculate the kappa squared. Calculate this one. Klik je. Calculate kappa squared. So you will get this result. Sama kan? 0.25 208. Okay, it should be similar. Okay, in which the result indicate that it is a medium effect size. Okay, and then even the author provide you with the full cut-off point. Okay, so 0.01 indicate small, 0.09 indicate medium. Okay, 0.25 indicate large. So in this case, since our value kappa square value 0.028 still lesser than 0.25, so it's still considered to be under medium effect size. Okay. Okay, done. Betul mediation? Okay. So now nak proceed dekat moderation. Start I shared the lecture note, right? Last week, right? Aku suka cakap seorang tu, tak boring cakap seorang.
Ada.
Ada.
Saya baik dengar. Okay. Okay, so this week we are going to cover this topic. This one is going to be our last topic. Okay, which is there is no assignment for this topic, but yet I thought I will include one topic for our final exam lah. Okay, related to mediation and moderation. Okay, so this is the LO similar to the last week LO. Okay, so similar, the statistical tools available to address the moderation effect. So similar, there are a few statistical tools. Okay, but now, okay, for the purpose of our course, we will use IBM SPSS. Okay. Okay, so the moderation, okay, referring to the effect of X on some variable which is Y that is moderated by W if its size, sign or strength depend on or can be predicted by W, by moderator. Okay, somehow the characteristic of moderator and mediator ni could be quite similar. Okay, but most of the time when you are going to test for moderator ni, we prefer to use categorical variable. Categorical variable. If let's say mediator, somehow we prefer to use a continuous variable. Okay. And then moderator or W is said to be a moderator of X effect on Y, or that W and X interact in their influence of Y. Okay, so moderator ni somehow they quite ada similarities with factorial ANOVA. Dia ada interaction effect. Okay, interaction effect of X moderator and X. Okay. Okay, so moderator ni also known as statistical interaction, which is when we are going to analyze this moderating effect, we need to look for the interaction effect. Okay, identifying a moderator of an effect helps to establish the boundary condition of the effect or the circumstances, stimuli, or type of people for which the effect is large versus small, present versus absent, positive versus negative, and so forth. So these are somehow the characteristic why we prefer to use categorical variable when we test for moderator. Okay, moderator ni we want to test if like what are the differences if let's say the variables absent and if let's say the variable present. So we compare these two conditions. Okay. Okay, then we can elaborate on the likelihood of a phenomenon. Okay. And then the assumption for the moderation ni, the relationship between the IV and DV must be linear relationship. Okay, and then in terms of error or residual, it must be normally distributed and uncorrelated with predictors. Okay, and then the relationship between, this one ni abaikan Yang tiga ni salah. Okay, 1 dengan 2 sahaja cukup. Okay, yang ni untuk model mediator. Okay, and then in terms of requirement, okay, independent variable, they possibly to be continuous and or dichotomous or categorical variable. Okay. For moderator variable, it's also possible to have both continuous or dichotomous variable. Okay, dia macam ni If let's say your study has continuous independent variable, okay, moderator basically we use dichotomous. If you have dichotomous independent variable, your moderator strongly recommended to be continuous. Dia macam berselang-seli lah antara IV dengan moderator tu. Okay, and then your dependent variable must be continuous scale of measurement and it must be normally distributed. Okay, so clear For IV dengan moderator ni dia boleh berselang-seli. If your IV is continuous, your moderator strongly recommended to be dichotomous. Okay, if let's say your IV is dichotomous, your moderator strongly recommended to be continuous. Okay. In terms of the assumption, ni tak payahlah ni saya tak didik lagi ni. Ada kita tinggal mediator ni. Okay, conditional and unconditional effect. So if the X effect on Y is moderated by another variable in the model, it means that X effect on Y depends on that other variable. So we call it as conditional. Conditional meaning that the effect of, if let's say the effect of X on Y depends on another variable, okay, we call it as conditional. Okay, and then if X effects on Y is invariant or unchanged across all values of W, means X effect on Y does not depend on that other variable, which is we call unconditional. Okay, so that's why dia lagi senang kalau dalam moderator ni kita pakai categorical variable. So if let's say the W2 present, so what is the effect towards the DV? If let's say the effect of moderator ni absent, so what is the effect of IV towards DV? So we can see that effect directly lah when we run the moderator analysis. Okay, so this is the graphical representation of conditional and unconditional models. Okay, so the table A ni, figure A ni represent the unconditional models. Meaning that regardless of the situation, regardless of the conditions of W, okay, the effects of X on Y still similar. Okay, similar. You can see that there is a linear and then stagnant, dia punya graph tu stagnant je, sama je. Okay, but for graph B, okay, when we change the value of W, okay, the absence of a W, okay, this is how the graph looks like. Okay, but if let's say we increase the value for W to 1, okay, we can see that the graph showing the increase. Okay, and then when we increase the value of W to 2, okay, we can see the obvious increment in on the effects of X on Y. Okay, so this one we call it as conditional. Conditional, this one unconditional. Okay. Okay, so simple moderation conceptual model. So this is the conceptual model of moderation, simple moderation effect. We have independent variables, okay, and then we have dependent variable. Okay, and then in terms of the arrow where our moderator located, it looks like this. It differs. So moderator somehow, that's why we call it as interaction effect or the intervening effect, because it is interject the the relationship tu. It does not interact directly with the variable like what is in the mediator. Okay, dia tak sama dengan mediator. Mediator tu arrow ni from the independent variable goes to the mediator and then from the mediator goes to the DV. But this one, okay, the moderator ni interject on the relationship tu sendiri. Okay, here. Okay, so this one is the conceptual model. But when it comes to practice or on how we are going to analyze the moderation model, this is how it looks like. Okay, we have independent variable, then we got the beta value here, beta 1. Okay, and then moderator value variable. Okay, we get the beta 2 value. Okay, and then lastly, we are going to check for the interaction effect of independent variable and moderator. So then we need to check this one and then we will get the beta 3 value. Okay, so the 3 value that we need is beta 1, beta 2, beta 3. Okay. So actually what we want is actually this one lah. The interaction tu kat sini je yang kita nak tengok sebenarnya. Okay, what we are, after all we did all the analysis this one, what we want at the end of the day is this one. Okay. Okay, so there are 3 antecedents lah, antecedent variable in moderation effect that we have. Okay, one, the IV itself, the moderator, and lastly the interaction between independent variable and moderator. Okay, so this is the equation, the simple moderation equation. Okay, I1 similar, this one is y-intercept, beta 1 x, beta 2 z, beta 2 z ni referring to moderator sama je, beta 3 x z. So the interaction of moderator and IV. Okay, this one main effect, this one main effect as well. Okay, so this one bukan main effect, this one interaction effect. Kejap saya nak check kenapa saya tiba-tiba dia suruh keluar ni. Aduh. Zoom ni suruh dia bagi notification that the meeting will end after 10 minutes, correct?
Betul.
Betul.
Tak ada pun.
Ada, saya pun notification.
Ada remaining time 9 minutes.
Okay, so I stop for a while. I will start again. Saya kena guna account UPM. Saya terlupa guna account UPM. This one saya guna Gmail saya. So I will again I stop dulu.
Betul pakai UPM punya.
Yo, saya kena pakai UPM punya, lupa.
Tak ada limit. Kalau personal memang ada.
Itulah saya terlupa tadi. Kejap so saya stop kejap, nanti saya share the new link.
Okay.
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 Okay, so we continue. So this one done. Okay, so this is the ni lah. Okay, what the meaning of all these values. Okay, so I equals to intercept, B1, B2, B3 referring to the constants value, E1 referring to error or residuals in the model. Okay, so determining the moderation effect. Okay, the proposed moderation, if it exists, should be evident in the interaction terms xz, predicting the outcomes of y. So dalam in the model of moderation effect ni, the most important effect that we want to test is actually the interaction. This one je, xz. Okay, the interaction and then either it is significantly predicting the y or not. Okay, and then what to expect? Similar, this one lah. I should be able to state the hash naught and hash a, identify the test statistics, state alpha, make decision, and lastly, make conclusion. Okay, and then lastly, determine the effect size. Okay, this one I thought everybody already installed the process macro in their system. Okay, so I skip lah this part Skip this part. This part pun boleh skip ni. Majulah. I skip this part because I assume that you already install the process macro tab in your IBM SPSS. So okay, so now we are going to step-by-step moderation analysis in IBM SPSS. Actually, to run the moderation ni, okay, there are 2 ways that we can do it. Okay, either by using the ordinal least square (OLS) or process macro. Okay, so there are 2 ways on how to run the moderation effect in IBM SPSS. First by OLS, ordinal least square, and process macro. Okay, so please open the first data set that I've shared. Okay, please open the first data set that I've shared. This one is for the categorical moderator. Then we are going to use OLS, ordinary least square. Please let me know once you're ready. Zimi, okay?
Which data, Dr. Categorical?
Categorical moderator, but the first data set I've shared 3 data set, like 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
Tiga.
Give the PB as variable task oriented copy. This one is actually the data set to the data set that I've shared during the rest of our sama, tapi I ada sedikit modify sikit dalam that one.
Mana satu ni?
Mana?
Aish.
Nanti saya tengok balik.
Yang categorical moderation tu kot.
Sekejap, saya tengok. Tak, dia yang ERS 1951 latent. Use that one.
Latent moderator betul.
Use that one.
Okay.
Use that one. Saya punya slide ni. Allahu Akbar. Mana saya punya slide ni? Okay. So ready?
Sekejap doktor, sekejap.
Ready? Okay. So this is the question lah. A researcher is interested to study whether gender might affect the relationship between task-oriented copying and philanthropic behavior. So this is the example of question. Okay, based on the given scenario, okay, please respond to the following items. So first, you need to state the null and research hypothesis, run the appropriate analysis against IBM SPSS, in which you need to identify. My internet is unstable, right? Betul? Gerah dah semua orang ni, ha. Guys, tak dengar dah.
Pause.
Bukan pause. Tak stabil. The internet is not stable. Hello? Sayang.
Putuslah doktor.
Buffer teruk lah.
Itu masalah dia. Tu saya tak nak buat kelas kat sini sebab saya dah tahu dah masalah ni.
Postpone.
Postpone semua.
Doktor tak bergerak jadi ni.
Jadi bergerak-gerak. Double.
Itulah saya tak tahu nak buat macam mana ni.
Postpone.
Okey dah kot.
Tak boleh postpone.
Okey dah kot.
Boleh postpone. Saya dah untuk habiskan kelas saya. Mungkin. Okey tak ni?
Okey dah.
So far nampak okey.
Gerakkan meja saya lah. Ni lah sebab dia saya tak nak buat kelas kat sini. Okay, so when we interpret the earlier question, to me lah, after you got this type of question, you try to illustrate in the diagram so that you can see how you should run the analysis lah. Okay, so if let's say we illustrate the earlier question, okay, this question we illustrate into the simple moderation conceptual model, it should looks like this. Okay, task oriented copy will be our IV. Okay, and then our PB is DV. Okay, and then gender in this case categorical. Okay, we have 1 male, 2 female, for example. Okay, so we illustrate like this. This is the simple moderation conceptual model. Okay, and then next is the simple moderation statistical model. Okay,
Tak dengar.
tak dengar? Tak dengar? Saya syok sendirilah ni. Penat sebut. Saya cuba lagi. Aduh. Saya tak boleh. Allah.
Banyak bumbung tu, banyak bumbung.
Apa dia? Itulah kalau boleh panjat ni rumah sendiri saya panjat.
Naik atas bumbung.
Sebab kita dah bersemangat nak mengajar tu. Masalahnya. Saya try lagi. Allah. Aduh je.
Dia kalau viral dekat media sosial tu panjat bumbung tu cepat dapat tindakan positif.
So siapa yang nak kena panjat bumbung ni, Jim?
Doktor kena panjat bumbung demi untuk viral.
Kalau lah saya mati panjat bumbung.
Aduh.
Sampai mati. Aduh, kejap saya tak dah boleh masuk. Okay, kejap. Kita pindah lagi. Nampak tak? Saya nak masuk daripada sini daripada tadi tak dapat. Kalau kita laju sikit. Okay. Saya tutup dulu. Kita buka. Kita jumpa sekejap lagi.
Okay.
Aduh.
Ni kalau sangkut juga ni saya panjat pokok pisang, Doktor.
Saya tak sempat panjat awak ni. Okay, so this is the model lah after we illustrate into the conceptual model. So this is how it looks like lah. Okay, then but to run the analysis, okay, you better come up with this simple moderation in statistical model. Okay, in which we need to get the value for beta 1, which is the relationship between TOC and DV, gender, which is our moderator and our PP2, beta 2, and then the interaction between task-oriented coping and gender, which is B3, the value that we want. Okay, so we have 3 antecedent variable in the moderation model. So this is the step. Okay. You need to state the hash norm and hash A. Okay.
Ketiga serang yang kurang satu bekas.
Yang mana bergema tu saya kena mute sorry bukan tak nak dengar suara, saya kena mute sebab saya tak dengar nanti. Okay, in terms of stating the H0 and HA for both moderation and mediation, it is very easy. Okay, you just state that either there is an insignificant moderating effect of gender on the relationship between TOC and PB as your H0, or you can state as there is a significant moderating effect of gender on the relationship between TOC and PB. Okay, it is very simple. Okay, asal ada nampak perkataan moderating or mediating tu should be okay. Macam tu je. Okay, and then okay, this is another another example, and this one abaikanlah dulu, biar je lah. Okay, and then extract the test statistics. Yang ni macam mana ni, mengganggu betul lah. Okay, extract the test statistics and then you need to run the analysis in IBM SPSS and extract the important statistics to be reported. Okay, and then again there are 2 methods that are available when you are going to use test the moderating effect in IBM SPSS by using OLS, ordinary least square, or process macro. But first we go through OLS. Okay, so in OLS, the first step, okay, in which you need to prepare your data. Okay, preparation of the data, in which you need to do dummy code of any categorical predictor variables, and then you create the interaction term. So if let's say we want to use OLS, ordinary least square, before we are able to start the data analysis, we need to prepare our data. Okay, the first step, we need to prepare the dummy code of any categorical predictor variable. Okay, for example, in our case, we have 1 male, 2 female, for example. Okay, and then the second step is create the interaction term. Okay, so I thought the first step should be because we already ready-made. Okay, we already have our 1 or 2 value, right? In our data set, we have 1 male, 2 female. If I'm not mistaken lah, in your data set you can check lah. Okay, and then now we need to create the interaction term. To create the interaction term, okay. To create the interaction term, you click transform, click compute variable, click transform, compute variable, transform, compute variable. Okay. And then after that, okay, after this compute variable box appear, you type POC. And then after that, suara saya ke tu? Okay, so you type the target variable TOC times or xgen. Okay, task oriented copying xgen. Okay, and then under the numeric expression, you select. Okay, under the numeric expression ni, you select task oriented copy mean from the list on your left side. Okay, select task oriented copy mean on your left side. Okay, and then after that, you choose this one, asterisk, in which it represents the time symbol or multiplication. Okay, and then choose gender from the list. Do not type, do not manually type. Please choose from the left side. Okay, TOC mean times gender. This is the interaction effect. Okay, then?
Tak ada jarak kan, Doktor?
Tak ada jarak. Dia akan automatically give you the space. Okay, TOC mean times, click this one and then gender. Okay. Okay. Azizi dah angguk-angguk. Okay. So and then click OK. So in your data set, you can see that there is a new interaction variable. Interaction talks gen variable. Betul? Dalam data view. Okay. Dia tanya mana tu, takut saya. Okay. Okay, so then we are ready. Okay, we are ready to do the analysis. Okay. To run the analysis, you click analyze, click regression and click linear. Analyze, regression, linear. Analyze, regression, linear. Okay, and then after that, okay, after the linear regression box appear, you choose the variable. Okay, you locate the dependent variable, the PB mean variable under dependent variable, task oriented copying under independent variable. PB mean under dependent, POC under independent, and then you click next. Click next. Sebelah tu ada next, this one, click next. Okay, and then now under block this one, yang ni, earlier we locate TOC, now we locate gender. Locate gender. Yang ni sama, dependent ni sama. This one je, locate gender, choose gender. Okay Azizi. Okay, and then now click next. Now we locate the interaction effect ni, the interaction variable. Talks gen under the block 3, under block 3. Talks gen. Okay, and then now we click statistics. Click statistics. Okay, tick for this component, estimates, confidence interval, model fit, R-squared change. Okay, and then click continue. Okay, and then now click save. Save, click save. Okay. Under save, you check for unstandardized and standardized. Under the predicted values ni. Under predicted values, check for unstandardized and standardized. Okay. And then click continue. Okay, Arni. Arni okay?
Doktor ulang yang daripada yang stats selepas daripada kita buat linear regression lepas TOC tadi tu doktor.
Sini ke?
Linear regression. Kat sini, kat sini.
Okay, so kat sini, first from here, click statistics. Statistics, lu happy dia. Okay, click statistics. Okay, and then from here, you check for estimates. Check estimate, confidence interval, model fit, and R-squared change. Estimates, confidence interval, let it be as 95%, model fit, and R-squared change. Okay, and then click continue. Okay, Arni? Okay, okay, and then now you click save. Click save. Okay, under save, okay, under the predicted values here, under the predicted values, check for unstandardized and standardized. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then click continue and then click OK. Click OK. Okay. So this is the output that we have. Okay, the first table, okay, will indicate the descriptive or the method that we use. Okay, the enter method they indicate the regression method that we use. Okay. Then we can check this box to make sure that you entered the IVs in the correct sequence and that your expected DV is the correct variable. So you can check lah. So dependent variable is PV main. Okay. And then this is the second table. Okay, the second table ni it indicate first the model summary in which this table will represent the percentage of variance in DV explained by IVs. Okay. And then the first R-square value ni indicate that the task-oriented copying explain 11.6% of variance in DV in philanthropic behavior. We check this one. By the way, the values are similar, right? Yours
Sama-sama.
Sama.
Okay. So the first when we enter the first variable which is the task-oriented copying explain 11.6% variance of variance in DV. Okay, and then we insert the second. After we insert the second variable, which is the gender, okay, task-oriented copying and gender explain 53.1% of variance in DV. It increased from 11.6. Now, after we insert the gender component, it increased the influence to 53.1. So it's quite significant tu, tinggi, besar sangat contribution gender tu. Right? And then now, okay, so kita boleh kata, we can say that gender explain an additional 41.5%. 53.1 minus 11.6, that's 41.5. So gender ni explain an additional 41.5% of variance in philanthropic behavior. Okay, so next one is the interaction term. So the interaction term ni explain 57.6% of variance in DV. Banyak, tinggi lagi. So in which it explain the additional of 4.5% out of from the 53.1 ni lah. Okay, lagi bila ada interaction tu, it increase the effect. Okay, so next is the ANOVA table. Okay, from the ANOVA table, okay, this provide information on all the three models. Okay, if you still remember tadi, we insert one by one. The first one is IV and DV. The second one is moderator and DV, and then the third one is interaction and DV. So we have three blocks when we enter our variable, right? Hopefully you still remember lah. Three variables.
Yeah, yes, right, yeah.
So now, okay, it's similar lah. So we have the three models. Okay, the first one, okay, So this one is the model of TOC and PB, okay, in which the result is significant. The F is 7.631. Okay, and then the second model, which is the gender, okay, the result is 32.327. The result is also significant. And lastly, the interaction, okay, which is the F is 25.376, and then the significant is also significant. Okay. And then the next table is coefficient table, in which this box permits us to make some conclusions about the direction of the main effect. Okay. So what we need to check is first the task-oriented copying, the influence of task-oriented copying on PB. Okay, in which it gives us a significant positive beta. So the beta here is positive 0.341. Okay, which is higher task-oriented copying was associated with higher PB. Okay, so because the value ni indicate there is a positive association lah, relationship. Okay, the higher the task-oriented copying, the higher the PB. Okay. Okay, next one is this value, the gender. Gender was significantly associated with PB after task-oriented copying is entered first, in which, okay, when we want to run the moderation effect using the OLS. iOS tu apa? iOS tu Mac. OLS. Okay, ordinary least square. Okay, it is actually based on the hierarchical. Hierarchical ni meaning that we insert our variable one by one. That's why the name is hierarchical regression. Okay, so here the result also showed that there is a positive relationship. Okay, here positive. Okay, and then the result also significant. Okay, and then this is what we want, the interaction term. Okay, there is the interaction term ni, the beta is positive. Okay, 2.055. Okay, and then the result also significant. The significant value is 0.018, still lesser than 0.05. Okay, kalau 0.01 ni dah tak significant lah. Kalau kita, when we use 0.05, it's significant lagi, still significant. Okay, and then the interaction term yield a significant beta in predicting PB. The beta for the interaction term is 2.055. So it's significant, their interaction effect. Okay. So sekarang, I thought you can still cannot illustrate how it looks like. Okay, dia tengok significant, but how you can actually illustrate or imagine the effect of gender in the relationship between task-oriented copying and PB. So in moderation, okay, later I will show in moderation. Okay, the illustration of moderating effect ni can best presented through graph. So later kita kena create a graph to indicate the interaction effect ni. Okay. So this is another result lah Another result ni dah tak ada apa dah ni. Okay. So this is the simple moderation equation. If we insert the value, okay, this is the that we after we just extract the values from the output, and then we insert into the equation. Okay. Okay. To better interpret the moderating effect ni, okay, we need to illustrate the effect ni through graph. Okay. Okay, as suggested by Iken and West ni lah. Okay, so you need to download the moderation graph ni. Mana ni? Saya share link lah. Saya share link dekat
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. Okay, please go to the link provided in the group WhatsApp.
Dia yang ada figure labels kan, Doktor?
Betul, correct. Dia ada figure labels. Nampak, by the way, tak nampak ni kan, yang saya share ni kan. Dia go back. Dapat kan?
Dapat.
Saya pula nak cari slide saya ni mana. Okay. So this graph ni di provide this okay. before we go through the graph, these are the values that we need to extract from our data set. Okay, from the output, sorry, not from the data set, from the output earlier. What we need is the mean for task-oriented copying. Okay, the mean value for task-oriented copying, and the standard deviation. This one, we can get the value when we run the descriptive statistics. Okay,
Okay.
okay, this one you should get from the descriptive analysis. Okay, and then the gender. Gender, is it possible to get the mean and standard deviation?
No.
Because it is categorical. Okay, so what we need to notice is the categories here. 0 males and 1 female. If let's say you use 1 male, 2 female pun should be okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, should be okay as long as it is categorical. Okay, and then the next value that we need is the beta value. Okay, unstandardized regression coefficient. Okay, the unstandardized
Okay.
from the earlier table. Okay, we this one point for task oriented copy we have negative 0.358. We do not use the unstandardized. Unstandardized, not the standardized.
1358. Okay.
This one kat sini ni. Okay. Under the constant.
Doktor
Ya, Rozaimi
Azizi.
Yes.
Doktor, dia memang beza je dengan model 1, model 2, model 3 tu dia punya unstandardized beta tu.
Correct, different Azizi. Okay, the first model ni we include only the IV.
IV dengan DV saja kan?
DV. The second model is IV, moderator and DV.
Okay.
The last one
So maksudnya kita kita kena ambil yang complete.
yang
Complete.
interaction.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Referring to the third model when we want to insert into the this graph, okay, we refer
Okay.
the third model, this one. Okay?
Okay. So kalau nak buat dia punya equation tu memang ambil daripada third model lah.
Equation, third model.
Okay. Faham.
Okay. Okay. So these are the values. Okay, the constant for the third model. Okay, so the task-oriented copy unstandardized value is negative 0.358, gender negative 1.138, the interaction between task-oriented copying and gender is 0.395, and then the constant is 4.510. Okay, hopefully everybody got similar values. Okay, so now we go to the graph. Okay, actually you can download this graph, but it's okay, we just use the online version. Okay, and then you insert the title, okay, the moderating role of gender. You insert the title, the moderating role of gender, or whatever title that you want. Okay. After that, under the x-axis, you just type TOC, or you can write in full name, task-oriented copy. This one. Okay, TOC or task-oriented copy. Y-axis, PB or philanthropic behavior. Y-axis, PB or philanthropic behavior. Moderator is gender. Okay, moderator is gender, just type. Okay. Under the main effect, you just locate the unstandardized value of negative 0.358, the main effect of IV and DB. Okay, the third model. Okay, negative 0.358. Okay. And then the mean is 4.431. Mean is 4.431. The standard deviation is negative pula. Standard deviation is 0.51373. Standard deviation is 0.51373. Okay. And then under the moderating variable, the unstandardized beta is negative 1.138. Okay, and then the interaction term is 0.395. Okay, and then lastly constant 4.51. Apa tu macam mengantuk sangat dah. Apa tu? Okay.
Ini rimau. Gigi belakang rimau Ji.
Okay. So
Confirm tak ada.
under the categorical groups ni, okay, if let's say you use 1, 2, so you just make sure that in this case because earlier I used 1, 2, so 1, 2 ni nanti tukar je. Male 2 from 0, 1. No need for you to change in your data set. It should be okay like this. Okay? Just nama je, representation sahaja. Okay, and then ready Ready? Click calculate. So you will get this one, correct? Okay. So you get this value, all these values. Okay. Then next, okay, you go again to the first earlier website tu, the first interface dia tu. Now you click view figure. Okay, so you can see this one. Okay, it's much clearer. Okay, earlier it is indicate that the interaction effect is significant, meaning that there are differences. Okay, in terms of level of task-oriented copying, relationship between task-oriented copying and PB amongst male and female. Okay, for male, okay, this one for female. For female, you can see that the higher task-oriented copying, the higher the philanthropic behavior. Correct? Ni, low, high, ni from lower to higher. This one is female. The higher task-oriented copying, the higher the philanthropic behavior, but different to male. The higher task-oriented copying, the lesser the philanthropic behavior. Senyum Azizi. This is the real finding Ni, tajam dia punya shape ni. Okay. So you can illustrate better lah what we means by the interaction effect tu. So you can see what are the differences lah. Okay. Okay, clear Nah, kita boleh tengok graph tu lagi clear kan? Apa maksud dia? Okay. Bismillah lah. Inilah dia punya interpretation ni. Okay, male's line is steeper downwards, meanwhile female's line is flatter but moving upward. This pattern means that the relationship between task-oriented copying and PB is positive for females and negative for males. Ni dia lah. Okay, so far so good Now we use the second data set. The second data set is the categorical variable. Okay, so again we are going to use the categorical moderator. Okay, the question is, a researcher is interested to study whether gender might affect the relationship between social support and depression. Ini punya soalan yang the rest anak-anak dia tu samalah. Okay, so this is the illustration of conceptual model. Okay, social support, gender as moderator and depression as our DB. Okay, and then this is the simple moderation statistical model. We have social support as IB, gender as moderator, and then the interaction of social support and gender. Okay. So earlier we use this one sama saya skip state H0 and H8 ni, you can just state that there is an insignificant moderating effect of gender on the relationship between social support and depression. And then there is a significant moderating effect of gender on the relationship between social support and depression as your alternative hypothesis. Okay, we might assume that males ni would evidence a stronger negative relationship between social support and depression compared to females. Ini kita punya early assumption lah. Okay, so extract the statistics Okay, you need to run the analysis in IBM SPSS and extract the important statistic to be reported. Earlier we used OLS, now we just use process macro. It's much simple compared to OLS. Okay, so to run the moderation effect in IBM SPSS using the process macro, you click analyze, click regression and process, click process. Analyze, regression, process. Make sure you already install the process lah. Okay, so analyze, regression, process. Okay, and then after this box appear, okay, you locate the variable accordingly. Okay, your Y variable should be your dependent variable, which is the depression. Okay, and then X variable should be your social support, your independent variable. Okay, and then the moderator. Okay, kalau perasan ada box moderator ni, choose gender as your moderator. Okay, and then after that, okay, the model number. Okay, the model number ni, please choose model number 1. In mediator, we use model number 4, correct? Number 4 represent mediator, simple mediation analysis. 1 represent simple moderation analysis. How do I know? It is given in the Hayes book, this one. From interaction to mediation, moderation and conditional process analysis, second edition by Andrew F. Hayes. Okay, so this one, the author give the instruction inside the book. So choose 1, model 1. Okay, so then after that you click option. Under option, you tick for show covariance metric of regression coefficient, tick for generate code for visualizing interactions, and then tick for test for X by M interaction. Tick this one, 3 ni. Okay, and then this one, decimal places up to you. If you want to increase or decrease the number of decimal places, but mine I use 4 by default. Okay, this one probe interaction if P lesser than 0.05. Okay, conditional values by default this one. So click continue. Okay, and then click multi-categorical. Ni, multi-categorical ni, okay, we use if at least one of variable has 3 categories. But in this case, we have just 2. So no need for us, we have 2, right? We have 2 categories, male and female. So no need for us to tick for this one lah. Okay, if you have more, then tick for multi-categorical. Okay, so in terms of confidence interval, 95 and number of bootstraps. Bootstrap, saya akan cerita sekejap lagi bootstrap ni, apa dia. Okay, so now click. Ni lah, ni dia punya multi-categorical tadi lah. In our case, dia tak applicable lah. Okay, that's not applicable in our case because we have only 2 categories for our moderator. Okay, and then long variable names ni, if you have a variable that has more than 8 characters, so dia kena shortenkan sikit dalam ni. Okay, so this one tak ada apalah. Okay, and then just click OK. Click OK. So dapat tak? You get the result? Ajin dapat tak?
Tengah loading.
Loading, okay. Anybody already got the result? Semua tengah loading? Anybody? Tak keluar Jim?
Belum.
Namanya.
Ada error lah.
Error variable name should be no more than 8 characters in length.
Panjang nama you all. You all tak nama apa?
Tak ubah pun Doktor, pakai yang tu je.
Pakai data set lah, tak ada usia apa.
Ya, saya tengoklah. Tunggu saya buka dataset lambat sikit lah.
Kena tick yang Doktor tunjuk last kali tu baru dia okey.
Kena tick yang mana?
yang apa length of name tu.
Oh, yang di hujung tu. Baru okay, go back.
Baru okey.
Oh, saya tadi saya tak
Jangan
tulis.
jangan.
Okay, kejap. Mana dah?
Yang length of variable name tadi tu, I accept the risk tu. Yang tu kena tick baru dia keluar.
Sini. Allah Akbar. Sini. Allah. Lagi. Lama dah ni. Sekejap Go back to the bukan multi-categorical. Okay, click long variable names. Click long variables name. Click this one.
No.
Okay, then after that inside the box, you tick this one. I accept the risk. Tapi biasa saya tak ada masalah dengan this one. Right. Cuba dapat tak? Perhaps the social support code. Social support.
Dapat.
Right, sama dapat So you got this result. Okay, so the first result ni, the first table actually dia memang untuk proses micro dia it does not show the result in table. Obvious tapi dia macam ni lah dia punya resultnya. Okay, so first check the first box ni to make sure that you entered the IVs in the correct sequence and that your expected DV is the correct variable. By the way, Arni, did you get the result? Arni dapat?
Doktor lost.
No. Oh. Tu macam mana tu? Tak apa, review kemudian.
Saya tulis dia punya instruction. So tengah follow sikit-sikit. On step, tengah ongoing.
Okay, hopefully boleh ikut lah So saya nampak gambar Arni, Azizi dengan Syawal je sekarang ni. Okay, so saya sebut nama ni je lah nanti. Okay, so next is the sample size is 208 similar Sample size sama. Okay, so this one is the output. Yang the main output lah ni, amongst the main output. Sekejap, saya nak kena sama ni. Okay, so we have the OLS regression output here. Okay, the first one ni, the social support and social support. So this one social support. Okay, the social support and our DV. Okay, depression. So this is the beta 1. Okay. This one beta 2, gender or our moderator and DV. Okay, and lastly beta 3. So senang sahaja. So this is the beta 1, beta 2, beta 3. Beta 1, beta 2, beta 3. Okay, so the result ni according to this one, okay, the relationship between social support and moderate and our DV is earlier does not significant, but after we insert the gender, it is significant, and after we insert the interaction between gender and social support, the result also significant. Okay. Okay, so this one sama je, an equivalent test of interaction between social support and gender. Okay, this one is represent the interaction between social support and gender. This one. Okay, and then this one, the data, the output that we need for the plot option. Okay. Sekejap Kak Nur pula message ni. Okay, so this one. Okay, data for visualizing the conditional effect for the focal predictor. So we need this data. We need this data later to present in our graph. Okay, so ini dia punya equation, simple moderation equation. Okay, we just get the value from the output. Okay, to visualize the moderation effect, okay, as suggested by Icon and West ni, okay, we need this value, okay, and the value yang saya highlight ni, okay, we need this value, Okay, just screenshot this one. Okay. And then what we need to do is we just select and copy. Select and copy. This one you need to follow kalau boleh. Sebab ni dia macam susah sikit this part ni. Kalau boleh cuba follow this one. Step ni. Okay. Copy. Copy from the data list free ni until gender ni. Until the dot ni. Copy. Highlight. Copy. Okay. And then you click file, click new and click syntax. Click file, new syntax. Okay. File, new syntax. Okay. And then you paste the copied equation tu dekat sini. On the syntax interface. Okay, paste. Okay, and then you highlight again, and then click run. Ni, the green button. Jim, okay?
Okay.
Zaimi, okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Yang okay tu okay lah. Okay. Tonight you should get this one.
Ya, dapat.
Right. Okay. Double click to activate. Double click whenever you want. But make sure inside the graph lah. Double click. Okay. You should,
Masuk chat editor.
we want to edit lah because now it just appear the dots like this. Okay. And then you click a double click to activate ni. Double click the dot ni pun boleh. Sama ke saya repeat ke ni? Okay. Dapat tak? Double click the dots. Double click ni. The dots ni. Dapat tak? Double click. You will get this box. Dapat tak? The property. Okay. You click, you check for centroid. Check for centroid. Centroid. And click apply. Check for apply. Okay, so we got this. But dapat Syawal? Tak dapat. Tak dapat kat mana? Sini? Mana? Kat mana? Kat sini ke? Sini ke? Kat mana? Just let me know. Jim dia dapat, dia sengih.
Dapat.
Bila dah copy dah run tu tak dapat doktor?
Copy, mana lepas copy, paste ni. Kat sini.
Tak, bila klik run tu tak dapat
The error.
graph tu.
Did you copy the right equation, Syawal? This one.
Just copy semua kan?
Copy from the data list until gender only. Copy balik. Similar, betul? Copy from data list. Okay, copy from data list free ni until gender and dot. Okay. Okay, Syawal.
Sekejap tu.
Siapa yang tak dapat?
Gender kan?
Copy from data ni sampai gender. Make sure dot tu masuk juga. Titik tu. Okay, so next. Okay, you click file, click new, file, new, syntax. File, new, syntax. Okay. Okay, and then paste. Okay, and then click this green button. Dapat? Dapat? Tak dapat juga? Kena menuntut dengan Haji dengan Ruzaimi tu, Syawal.
Tak dapat doktor.
Wal, select lu, highlightkan dia dulu baru run.
Select. Input, saya tak cukup select.
Dah.
Tak dapat juga. So ada differences tak in terms of your equation and mine? The one showed in the screen now. Patutnya dapat. Salim,
Salim.
you get it? Salim tak buat ni. Salim.
Yes, Doctor.
Baru nak buat.
Okay.
Boleh dapat?
Okay, dah.
Okay. So hopefully everybody okay. So this one dah buat Syawal? This one ni.
Belum.
Okay, this one. Okay, go to your
Just double click.
Okay, double click to activate. Okay, after it appear like this, and then you click the dot. Apa tu? Okay, point your cursor on the dot ni, and then double click again. Okay, then you will get this box, properties box ni. Correct? And then check for centroid. Check for centroid, and then click apply. Okay, you should have this graph. Okay. So this graph, okay, it shows that female's line is the steeper of the two and the male slope is the flatter of the two. Okay, this pattern means that the relationship between social support and depression is stronger for females and weaker for males. Kalau kita tengok kat sini, okay, the blue indicates the males, green, red for female. Okay, so the in terms of the depression ni lesser for males compared to female. Okay. Okay. So this is how to write the report in APA format. Okay, I thought you can read letter. Okay. Now this one you can refer letter lah. Okay, so the third example. Okay, we use continuous moderator. Okay, we use the third data set now. Okay, a researcher is interested to test the following hypothesis of social support from the effect of stress on depression. Okay, so we illustrate in the conceptual model. This is how it looks like. Stress as our IV, depression as our DV, social support as our moderator. So in terms of the statistical model, okay, we have the stress as IV, moderator, social support as moderator, and then the interaction effect of stress and social support. So in this case, all the variables are in continuous form, not in categorical. Okay. Okay, so see this one similar lah, state H0 and HA. Okay, you may state that your H0 will be there is an insignificant moderating effect of social support on the relationship between stress and depression, and your alternative hypothesis will be there is a significant moderating effect of social support on the relationship between stress and depression. Okay, so to run the analysis, okay, now you also using the process macro. Okay, so are you ready to run the analysis, or are you still preparing your data? Ready?
The data still we use the categorical moderation example.
We use the third data. I forgot the name of the tu. Rasanya continuous. The continuous.
Continuous moderation.
Continuous data, continuous.
Continuous moderation tu. Lupa pula nama data set tu. We use the third data set.
Okay.
Let me know if you are ready. Saya tak sabar nak habiskan topik. Ready? Salim, are you ready?
Doctor.
Okay, make sure
Yes,
you
Doctor.
write apa tu for this time.
Okay.
Okay, to run the analysis, you click analyze, regression and process. Analyze, regression, process. Okay. Okay, so you just locate the variable according to their function. Okay, so y as dB, the depression as our dB, stress as our IB, okay, and then social support as our moderator. Okay, depression y, stress x, social support moderator variable. Okay, so the model again, model number, let it be number 1. Okay, confidence interval 95, number of bootstrapping sample 5,000 by default. Okay, and then check for options. Okay, check.
Doktor, satu soalan. Beza antara moderator variable W and Z?
Moderator value W. Okay, if let's say you have more than one moderator, sorry. It's similar, but if let's say in your case you have more than one moderator and then you insert another one lah. Ada Z. Okay, Pak Izzah
Ya.
In this case, they just prepare another column. In the case where you study, you have more than one moderator variable. Okay.
Noted, Doktor. Thank you.
Okay, so now click option. So under option, you tick for show covariance matrix, generate code for visualizing interaction. Okay, and then test for X by M interactions. Okay, and then residual correlations. Okay, this one sama je. Okay, similar to the earlier. Okay, and then click continue. Okay, and then check for multi-categorical. Tadilah, just in case lah, just in case. Check for multi-categorical. Kalau ada in case tak dapat tadi, and then just tick I accept the risk tu. Okay. Multi-categorical no, long variable, sorry, long variable. Tick for long variables, tick for this one and then tick for the risk tu. Okay, and then accept and then continue and then this one click OK. Okay, this is the result lah. So hopefully everybody got similar result.
Sorry Doktor, repeat sekejap.
Which one?
Option.
Ajim
Ajim.
Okay, Ajim, option. Okay, so under option.
Okay.
Okay, under option. Okay, tick for show covariance matrix, generate code, test for X by M, interaction and residual correlations. The rest ni should be from the earlier lah. Okay, and then this one click for long variable names just in case lah. Okay, this one click sebab saya tak tunjuk lah and then tick for the risk tu. Okay, and then this lastly click OK. Okay, and then this
categorical ni?
because we in this case our variable, our moderator is continuous, so we do not have any category.
Okay.
Doctor, we don't have in my case, I don't have the long variable names. I have only about options and multi-categorical. That's mean I have another version.
Again.
In my screen, I have about options multi-categorical. I don't have the fourth one, long variable names. It didn't appear on my screen.
So you need to update the version code.
Oh, okay.
Just check for the version. Okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, now click OK. Then you should get this result. Okay. So this is the OLS regression output by using the process macro. Okay, so this is the first unstandardized beta. Okay, B1, B2 and B3. So we have this value lah. The B1 this one, B2, B3. Okay. So this is the output from the plot option. This one that we need to copy later to illustrate our graph. Okay. And then this is the simple moderation equation. We got this value from the earlier this one, yeah. We just extract this value and then insert into our equation, moderation equation. So we come up with this simple moderation equation. Okay, and then we need to visualize our moderation by using the similar step. Okay, you just go to the to this data. Okay, copy this one from data list ni, from data list free up to SOC sub, social support dot. Okay, copy. And then now click file, click new and syntax, file, new syntax, file, new syntax. Okay, and then paste here. File, new syntax. After your syntax tab appear, then you paste the copied equation, the copied values. Okay, and then you highlight again. Highlight this this values, and then click run. Okay, and then you should got this graph.
Tak dapat lah pula.
Okay. Dan graph dapat tak?
Doktor macam mana nak letak line tu?
Okay, again double click the graph.
Dah.
Double click and then go to the dots. Double click the dots. Double click the graph first. Okay, first double click the graph. Okay, listen to my instruction. First, graph. Okay, double click the graph to activate. Double click the graph to activate. Okay, after it has been activated, you go to the dot, any dots. Okay, and then double click the dots.
Okay.
You got the property box, right? And then now click the centroid.
Centroid.
Click the centroid.
Oh, okay.
And then click apply.
Oh, okay, dapat. Terima kasih.
Okay, dapat So this is how the graph looks like lah. Okay.
Tak dapat.
Tak dapat, siapa yang tak dapat tu?
Ajim.
Ajim. Okay, where are you right now, Ajim? Ajim, where are you?
Actually, the graph that I get bersepah-sepah.
Okay, just show me. Tak boleh nak show pula. Bersepah-sepah, it's okay. Just double.
Boleh kalau nak show. Sekejap.
Cancel.
Graph dia bersepah-sepah macam ni.
Tak, saya tengok. Ajim share. Saya stop sharing. Apa tengok? Cuba. Tak dapat. Saya kena ni dulu kot.
Ni kat video.
Ajim tu apa tu?
Itu macam cerita pula ni,
Bersepah-sepah
Jim.
aku punya graph.
Salah tu, Jim. Masa tunjuk.
Itu graf bercelaru je. Jiwa kacau.
Kakak ayam tu.
Okay, share your screen. Share your screen, Jim. Okay, share.
Because I'm using my phone for Zoom,
Okay.
and my SPSS is at my laptop.
Okay, you need to do it again. Apa tu, dia sebenarnya you cannot click the centroid few times. After you click, if let's say you click the centroid to few times, it will come up with the graphs multiple times. Itu dia jadi bersepah-sepah tu. So kena buat lagi sekali. Tutup dulu.
Itu Leonardo da Vinci tu.
Okay, tutup dulu, close the syntax tu, then you copy again. Kita buat balik. Copy balik. Okay, copy these values again. Okay, once you copy, go back to the open the syntax tab by click for file, new and syntax. Boleh, Jim? File, open new and syntax, and then after that you paste, and then select all. Highlight semua ni, all the values, and then click run. Okay, Syawal okay kan? Dia okay tu, nampak relax tu, okay tu.
Okay, doktor.
Okay, gelak. Okay, so Ajim pula, itulah tadi gelak kau orang.
Mana ada gelak kau.
Okay, once you got, dapat kan the first link. You got the first draft, right? Ajim? Okay, now you double click whenever you want on this graph. Just double click, activate. Okay, and then now you click on any dots. Double click the dots to okay, and then the properties box appear, right? Okay, under that
Yeah,
property,
yeah.
properties box, look for centroid. Look for
Centroid.
centroid. Okay, look for centroids and then click apply.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and then you should get this one lah. Okay. So we can see lah. Okay, we can see. Okay. Okay, so we can see lah what are the differences between apa tu the depression level, because the earlier our moderator kita apa? Social support. Bukan. Social support lah. Our moderator is social support. Okay, so we have 3 groups. Now the data automatically divide the social support ni into the 3 categories. Okay, so whenever it is, even you come up with the continuous variable, when you want to make it clearer, okay, the system will convert into categories. So that's why I said in in checking the moderating effect, it is more recommended to have categorical variable. Whatever it is, even when you have the continuous variable, the system will automatically convert into categories to illustrate the interaction effect in moderating effect. Okay, so in this table we can say that the relationship between the higher the relationship ni, the higher the stress, the depression pun will be higher. Okay, then we can see that if let's say the social support, the higher the social support, we can see kalau kat sini depression tinggi kan. Saya terbalik dah pula, kejap. Sekejap saya nak kena balik the dots ni. Okay, this one 14, the other 14, this one green ni higher. Okay, the higher social support, okay. So ni this one ni, the higher social support ni, green is the highest. The highest in which 24. The higher social support, we can see that the influence of stress on depression is lesser. Correct? The graph ni less steeper. Dia macam flat sikit, flatter compared to the red and green. Green ni the lesser social support because the value only 14. The lesser social support, okay, the relationship between stress and depression ni higher. The graph tu steeper. Okay, we can see the differences lah. Okay Azizi, faham tak based on the graph ni? Do you understand based on the graph? Azizi? Mute.
Confuse sikit betul.
Okay, this one, we can see the value on here Denote the length.
Betul, yang tiga-tiga ni semua graf social support kan?
Okay, no. Macam ni Azizi. Okay, this one, okay, this is the X. Our X is stress, our Y is depression. Okay, so the line here, it indicate which line referring to level of social support. So blue indicate 14. Blue indicate 14.
Okay.
Red indicate 21. Green indicate 24. Okay. So now when we compare these three, the lesser is 14. So if let's say the social support is 40, okay. Less social support, the influence of stress on depression is higher. You can see this one is 14 for 14 social support. 14.
Okay.
But this one, okay, the 20 social support. If you receive 21 social support, then the level, the relationship between stress and depression is lesser compared to 40 ni. Okay, we can say, and then so in conclusion, we can say that the higher social support received, the lesser the influence of stressor to
depression and stress lah.
Yeah, stress and depression.
Okay.
Stress, the relationship is
kurang.
Apa?
Maksudnya kalau kita terima social support yang lebih tinggi, maknanya depression dengan stress tu makin kurang, betul?
Yes, correct. Okay, lagi clear lah based on the graph ni. Okay. Okay, so that's all. So, okay, so regarding the assignments, I have received the notification from Syawal. Okay, I will improve the assignment accordingly, and then I will try to share as soon as possible. Okay, paling lambat pun during this weekend lah. Okay. Tak ada apa lah kan? So far so good Ada
Okay.
Okay.
Dah habis ke kelas kita, Doktor?
Okay dah, habis dah, cukup lah.
Dah tak ada semua topik dah cover
We already covered all the topics right? I think so. Ada lagi tak? Ruzami ada lagi tak? Rasanya dah cover semua dah.
Rasa dah tak ada kot.
Dah tak ada dah. So we already
Cuma makan-makan je lah tak ada ni.
itulah. Bila makan-makan ni.
Ajim.
Jim, duit banyak Jim. Duit ada berapa Jim?
Ada lagi. Duit ada dalam 380 plus.
Wow.
Kita makan terus Zoom lah, terus Zoom.
Nak pulang balik macam mana tu?
Tak payah lo Jim, simpan lo.
Palu. Nak
Okay,
aku
kita
invest
makan lah.
Aduh.
Doktor nanti share record.
Yeah, sure. Sorry last week punya sebab because I did the class in PM, so the internet was very slow in the last 2 weeks lah. So that's why I requested from the head of department to do the class to work from home. But my request has been rejected because I have no child. Nanti nak kucing lah pula. Okay? So itulah saya transfer ke dalam tu tapi tak sempat lagi nak masukkan. So insyaAllah lah during this weekend I will upload all the lecture notes.
Okay.
Lecture note dah updated, dah dapat kan? So itu je lah. So by the way, thank you guys for joining this class. So later perhaps you may help me to fill in the assessment, assessment. Just isi je whatever you want just to make sure isi je apa yang you all suka. Saya tak ada masa pun nak check siapa yang suka. Pulang.
Bila deadline dia?
Saya pun tak tahu sebenarnya. Saya cuma teringat nanti check lah. Kalau rasa nak isi, okay. So pulang lah. Saya tak ada masa pun nak check siapa yang bagi teruk ke. Cuma bila saya baca report yang dah the deputy the office tu sometimes buat saya tergelak lah because last year last sem. Okay, I receive a few comments lah tapi nak buat macam mana kan terpulang pada student. Okay. So I thought I did my best dengan capacity yang saya ada, so I wish you all the best lah. Kan baru nak jumpa face to face dah kena PKP pula. Tak apalah, rezeki macam ni nak buat. I hope guys to you rasanya akan jumpa, hopefully lah. I pray that jumpa masa you all punya graduation lah. Okay, next year
Next year. Tak ada.
Lama je next year.
Sebab this year dah tak ada dah graduation, di postpone. Tak ada rezeki, insyaAllah lah. Okay, I wish you all the best lah. So ni cuma ada.
Doktor.
Okay, cuma air. Okay,
Terima kasih Doktor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Kita ada
Harap-harap semua dapat A Doktor.
Ya?
Doktor,
Ya.
harap-harap semua dapat A.
I wish so. I hope so because if let's say you score all the assignments 70, okay, most of the time saya nak bagi je 70 tu. So around that 30 tu cubalah buat sebaik mungkin because I gave you 3 days, so try to make to make use of the time given, okay, the space given to try to make use of it. Saya bagi je markah as long as dapat tepat, so all the procedures tepat saya nak bagi markah je. Sebab I don't think yang penting know the applications. Okay, sometimes in statistik ni kita tak perlu hafal. Ada benda yang saya you on hafal pun. So the main thing is you are able to express express the definition, how you are able to interpret the value that you gain from the output. Itu yang paling penting, yang ada hands on. Okay, we have one question from Izati. Actually, Izati asked me, the moderator, is it similar with the covariate in ANOVA? So it's different. Okay, so in ANOVA somehow we look at the we also look from the interaction. We also look at the interaction. But somehow in the moderator similar, the DV is categorical. Okay, but the IV itself is the DV is continuous but the DV is categorical. Okay, in ANOVA we do not have the third variable. We only have two variables. It just our IV has categories. Saja. Do not confuse with factorial ANOVA. Lain. Okay. Apa yang kejap saya nak kena silent dulu. Zizi punya. Otherwise dia borak di sebelah. Okay. Okay. So in one way ANOVA we have one IV, we have one DV. So our DV is continuous variable. Meanwhile our IV is categorical. We do not have the third variable in one way ANOVA. We only have two variables. But for factorial ANOVA, for example, two-way ANOVA, we have two IVs and one DV. Okay, but in terms of interaction tu, it's quite similar lah with moderator. Okay, but in moderator ni, we just interested to look at the interaction, not the individual categorical IV tu. Okay, dia lain, tak sama dengan ANOVA. Do not get confused. Okay, lain. In terms of if we illustrate in terms of dia punya diagram pun lain. Okay, in ANOVA ni somehow we cannot illustrate the relationship IV towards DV tu because it is based on categories. The IVs is in categorical form. Okay.
Okay, Doctor.
Okay, so that's I thought if there is no more question, tak ada kot ni. Thank you guys. I appreciate your patience with me. Even ada beberapa lah my flaws tu, I really I would like to seek for your forgiveness if let's say mistakes. Okay.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
Sebab ada komen sebelum ni saya selalu lambat ke Okay, so thank you guys. Again, I wish you all the best. Okay, tunggu markah daripada saya lah. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Terima kasih, Doktor.
Terima kasih, Doktor.
Thank you, everyone.
Doktor.
Nanti soalan biar tepi lah kalau ada soalan
Baik.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.